Outfit of the day is a trip to the Portrait Gallery. I live in Canberra and we have these beautiful institutions that we can enjoy all the time, and of course we rarely go to. So my husband and I are off this morning. It's a stunning Saturday morning and we're going to go out and have a lovely coffee, peruse in the bookshop of course, and just see some fabulous art. So I wanted to show you my outfit of the day. Of course I had to go painterly, and this is, I don't know if you've seen this or even heard of this fellow, but his name is Richard Allan and he was a 1960s pattern designer. And oh my goodness, I am obsessed with pattern. I use pattern in my work. I've always loved it, and I don't think I've ever heard of him. I may have forgotten. Have you heard of him? Allan. Astonishing, like so talented. And this is actually an H&M Richard Allan collab from 2019. Isn't it stunning? And because it's cold outside, of course, I have put a little collar neck underneath. It's very thin because the dress is quite fitted. This is a size 10, so I didn't want too much bulk underneath. I have tucked, of course, that top into my tights, so there's a nice, smooth, streamlined effect. The fabric is almost a crepe, but it's a very, fine crepe. It's not too textured, and I love the swing of the skirt. I've also used the self-tie belt because for a pattern as stunning as this, and the shape of this dress is exquisite, it just works with the self-tie. You don't want to break up the pattern. I think adding a black belt would just end up looking a bit meh, So I love this self-tie belt with it, just winch it in tight, simple knot down the side. I think too with self-tie belts, they can sometimes get lost if there's too much fabric in the skirt, and that isn't the case with this dress. Look at the cuff, look at that. And it's actually folded over there, can you see? With a little button, just exquisite, exquisitely designed. And of course I had to go for a beret. I have a few different ones, but I've decided to go for this fluffy mohair style beret because I just thought it adds a little bit of texture. But I have two others that I could have worn. The first one is this putty coloured one from H&M that I've worn a lot in my videos, and it's just a really beautiful shape. I love how it's got lots of depth in it too, so it can be poofed up a little bit. This is a black beret that I was going to wear, but it's not. You see how it doesn't have quite so much depth, and it just looks a little bit too, well, it looks a bit beatnik. And I didn't want to try too hard going to an art gallery with a beatnik beanie on. Plus I think the dress needed a little bit of lightening up. You can see I've added light boots and other light things. Even my accessories are light. This lovely ring, and I have a matching bracelet that's just clear because we don't want to take away from this pattern. So those were those options, and now I've been umming and ahhing about the coat. But before I show you the coat options, I'll just quickly show you my makeup. I don't normally wear a red lip, but this is Rossi by Trini London, and this is the lips and eyes. I have mystery on my eye, just because I don't want to go too heavy on my eye. I need a little bit of shape here to lift my eyes, so I've added it, you can see here in the corner. And I think when I go for a darker lip, I have to do hardly anything on the eye, just a little bit of kohl and lashings of mascara. And then the Rossi is a very matte, deep red, and I just pat it on. And then because reds don't normally suit me, or a bold lip doesn't normally suit me, I've added Sasha, which you can see I've drained. I've got another pot to start getting into, and it's a very pearly, it's a very pearly, shimmery red that's just a little bit translucent, and it softens the boldness of the Rossi. And I think that red lip kind of looks okay on me, and I do think this outfit benefits from a bright lip. All right, so let's go for the coats now. The first one is a mushroomy colour, and it's very oversized. It kind of looks cool. If you add a crossbody to this kind of thing, I think that it can draw the coat in and give some shape. And it's just a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, I guess, late 60s. Now let's try something a bit more fitted. This one is an H&M recent find, and it does have a belt as well. I really do like it. I would probably just tie it in like this, but I would leave it open so that you could see as much of the dress as possible. It's a very chic tonal look, and with this I would put a brown bag. So here I would go for chocolate brown, just to pick up on the brownish, plummy tones of the dress. Because there's just so much pale stuff going on, I do want to echo that gorgeous print underneath. So a lovely brown bag, or even black would look great. This Zara coat I bought, I think last winter, and it is just stunning. And I just wanted to try a colour with this. I do think it works quite well. It just gives a whole other feel to the outfit, and being able to belt in gives a beautiful silhouette. And with this I would have a pale bag. So with this I'd probably go for something quite quirky like this pale bag. Just picks up on the boots and the top underneath. And of course I'd have to make sure the coat was quite open so you could see print. Oh, this is a contender. What do you think? Let's try one more. This time I thought I'd try black, just to see how it looks, and it looks sensational. I love it. Oh, how am I going to decide? I could have a black bag. Let's try both black and cream. So a black bag would give it, I guess, more of an urban edge. That's really nice, isn't it? Oh. And then a creamy bag. Yeah, kind of makes it cool as well. I just don't know now. And the other thing too that I was umming and ahhing over was the boot. So I have gone with that lighter boot, but you know, look how great. See? Decisions. The black boot is really nice with the dress too. And then if you weren't wanting to go so bright on the foot with this kind of outfit and not match in so much with all the accessories and the top, then this beautiful beigey boot would also work gorgeously with this, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's hard to decide. Oh, and also sunglasses. I could go for something like this that makes it totally 70s. How cool would that be? Or I could go, of course, classic. And you can see that looks great as well. Or even a round like Jackie O's sort of sunglass would be amazing with this. And also, there's a lot of alsos in this video. I would probably, if I was wearing the black in particular, I would probably just put a really simple brooch on as well. This is just an Aquarius brooch that I bought on Zara recently during the sale. Now, I will let you know what I end up wearing. I still literally haven't decided. I'll just have to go with my mood, I guess. Do you do that? Do you dress for mood? Anyway, that's the outfit of the day. I'm off to the gallery, and I might put some pickies at the end of this video too, so you can see what's happening in that gorgeous place.